There are many explanations on the qualities of students for a Lama. We're always talking about the qualities of a Lama and what the Lama should require and how the Lama should be, because the Lama is always in the spotlight. And how the Lama can be criticized or helped or not helped or whatever. There's a lot of criticism or there's a lot of comments about the Lama, but there's also the qualities of the student. So a real student is not necessarily a real student of a Rinpoche or a Geshe or a Lama. It happens to be that you learn Dharma from this person, but a real student is a student of their own mind, of the Dharma. That's a real student. A real student should should follow 50 verses of Guru devotion, 50 verses for protocol, outer protocol. And the outer protocol for following the 50 verses is to train the inner mind in awareness, in service of the Dharma, in service of one's practice, in service of one's Lama, to facilitate one's Lama to give the Dharma talk. So following the 50 verses of Guru devotion is actually for training up in awareness. Those who cannot serve the Lama well, or who are not aware, and who are always making mistakes, it is very important for them to study and memorize and read through the 50 verses of Guru devotion. Why is that? Every part of that is not to be a slave to a Lama, it is to create awareness. In fact, a lot of it is pretty much common sense. Common sense. So therefore, if we condense those 50 verses, we come down to the 9 attitudes that a student should have in receiving Dharma from a Lama. Lama meaning one's teacher, in interaction, and for one's spiritual practice to advance. And the first one is, it says here, by realizing that the root of happiness and goodness is correctly devoting myself to the kind Lord Guru, who is the foundation of all good qualities, I shall devote myself to him with great respect, not forsaking him even at the cost of my life. Number 1, I should act like an obedient son, act exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice. Number 2, even when Maras, evil friends, and the like try to split from the Guru, be like a Vajra, inseparable forever, a Dhammatine, diamond-like. Whenever the Guru gives you work, no matter how heavy the burden, be like the earth, bear it all. When devoting yourself to the Guru, whatever suffering occurs, be like a mountain, immovable. 5, even if you are given all the difficult tasks, and difficult is subjective, is relative and subjective, it's on the person. Even if you are given all the difficult tasks, be like a servant of a king, perform them with undisturbed mind. Number 6, abandon pride. Be like a sweeper, hold yourself lower than the Guru. Number 7, no matter how difficult or heavy the burden, be like a rope, hold the Guru's work with joy. Number 8, even when the Guru criticizes, provokes, or ignores you, be like a faithful dog, never respond with anger. Number 9, be like a boat. Never be upset to come or go for the Guru at any time. So these are condensed versions of the 50 verses of Guru devotion. Be like an obedient son, act exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice. If one accepts a person as a teacher, one is submitting to one's own mind and the Dharma practices to improve one's mind, to bring one further and farther and faster in your spiritual evolution. Having a direct teacher that can give you living experience and talk and answer questions and have the empowerments and also have the lineage and have the blessings and oral transmissions passed on to you is something very rare and very precious. So in order to do that, our relationship with our Guru should not be that of a boss to a subservient, should not be that of an employer to an employee, should not be that of an older brother scolding a younger brother. It should not be that of a husband or a wife in a sense of fighting and then sometimes harmony, sometimes fighting. It should be that of an obedient son acting exactly in accordance with the Guru's wishes. Why is that? if you meet an abusive, scary, ill-motivated guru, of course you can be taken advantage of. You can be exploited and used and abused and taken for a big ride. That is definitely so. And that has happened in the past. It has happened in the past to people. But if one has taken the time to check one's spiritual teacher, if one has taken the time to check one's Dharma teacher, and one has examined one's Dharma teacher, and over time, to avoid this problem, then you have no problems being as obedient as you can to like a son. Obedience to your guru like a son means what? Is if your guru is a real guru, he will not give you work that you cannot do. He will not exploit you. He will not use you. He will not harm you in any way, shape, or form. So if you always have that doubt whether your guru is harmful or beneficial or not, that is why it's very important to check one's guru out before one takes the person as one's guru. Once one hastily takes that person as a guru and you act out of line, is your responsibility. But that's why it's important to check beforehand. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 9 year, 12 year. It's recommended to check the guru for 12 years while the guru checks you for 12 years. And therefore most gurus will not confer initiations or higher practices or higher vows
to any of their new students or disciples ever, because why? They're checking them out. A real guru will take their time to confer those kind of practices on you. Why? They're not there to exploit you. They're not there to make you their student. They're not in a rush to make you connect with them. Real gurus don't push you for refuge. Real gurus don't push you to take commitments with them. Real gurus do not push you to take initiations and ceremonies with them that make you
connected with them. They don't do that. Real gurus will tease you, play with you, jest with you, push you around, scream at you, shout at you, put you down, give you gifts, make you happy, help you, shout at you, back and forth, so you can see each other's characteristics and qualities. That's what a real guru does. And if one has the fortune to be near one's teacher on a personal basis, then one can examine the guru's character and his daily activities all the time. Whether the daily activities of the guru is mundane or dharmic is not the activity. It is the motivation behind it. It is the motivation. So therefore, one should be obedient like a son to the teacher. Why? If we meet a good guru and we're obedient like a son, he will only give us exercises or activities and practices to do that will make us excel. Simple as that. So if you don't cooperate with your teacher, how will you excel? Then you're not an obedient son, inverted commas.